Hey there guys, Dan Rapix here with a weapons concept video for Sniper. This is the first episode in a series. I don't know if I'm going to do every class depending on how I feel and if I get any good ideas for that class. I might do it, I might not. So, let's get into it. First of all, let's talk about a few things. I'm a sniper main. I main a few other classes, but that's not important. The main one is sniper. So I play him a lot, and I notice a lot of lacking in sniper's arsenal. Mainly in the secondary department, but that's mainly because secondaries aren't meant to be too strong. So there's really no reason to do that. Today we have 4 weapons. 4 weapon concepts. 2 primaries, 2 secondaries, no melees, because I really don't feel you could do too many interesting things with the melee. You just basically be simple, give health on killer, all of that, and honestly, people have covered those ideas. So, starting off with the primaries, our first concept is a semi-automatic rifle. There's no reason to give a creative name. Valve will just give a different one. Same with the community. I'm just trash with giving names anyways. The semi-automatic rifle has around, you'll see a stat page coming up right now, but this is the briefest and most simple description. It can fire 4 shots at once. So in like 1 second, every 0.25 seconds, similar to the revolver's 3 shots, just as 4. It's a 100% faster fire rate. So it can fire 4 shots in a single second. However, you only do 100 damage with each headshot. Now that means you're dealing also a lot less for body shot, because this is a straight damage penalty. So you're dealing much less on headshot and body shot. However, you're able to fire 4 shots in a single second, which is disgusting. So every 0.25 seconds you're firing a shot. You have 6 bullets in a clip, and it takes much longer to reload. Because here's a fun fact about the sniping rifle. He doesn't actually have a clip. He has 1 ammo in each clip, and he reloads repeatedly. It's not a fire rate, it's a reload animation, similar to that of the Huntsman. So this means he has to reload each time he fires. Now, in this one, he doesn't. However, he has to swap out the clip occasionally. He has 6 shots. And the clips take long to be reloaded. Really long. So, it's longer. Imagine a longer revolver reload speed or the short stop reload speed. So, it's basically that. So, you're basically sacrificing high burst damage for more consistent damage output. You also have much less of a movement penalty, similar to that of the Huntsman. However, you are unable to charge. It's the biggest nerf, you're unable to charge. You also have, your zoom is a lot less. You can also headshot without zooming in, similar to that of the Classic. So this is kind of like if the Classic, the stock, and the Huntsman had a child. So basically you have Hitman, Heatmaker, Focus, both without the faster charge rate, just with the staying zoom and being able to repeatedly fire. This is really interesting. Gives you basically a good consistent damage output as sniper, which is really doesn't exist. They're all burst damage, but this is more consistent than the rest, even the Huntsman. Now on to the next weapon concept, which, you know what, I do have a name for it. The Long Tommy. Now, from that name, it's kind of obvious what this primary is going to look like. It's going to be styled after a Tommy gun with a drum magazine. This means you have no reload. However, no, you're not going to be doing the full auto. That's stupid. No sniper rifle should be like this. I was inspired by another free-to-play game, APB, when I was thinking of this one. It's a free shot burst fire rifle. So it's a free shot burst fire Tommy gun. That's pretty interesting. It has the similar stats to the semi-automatic idea, just that with the zoom and everything. No, the zoom charge. If you want, you could have it so upon charge you would load more and more shots into the clip, but my opinion is that's dumb. So you get a higher burst fire as you charge. It's interesting, but that's still basically just a sniping rifle. That's just basically the standard sniping rifle, but with extra steps. Then want to create unique ones. So it's a burst fire. So you fire 3 shots, and each burst you do not have to unzoom. However, your zoom is again a lot less, and you can see the full battlefield. Same as the last one. You also get the similar, like, faster movement speed as the Huntsman, just like the last one. However, you do 70 damage on headshot. And you're probably thinking, oh, that's a lot worse. Now, remember, the shot in Team Fortress 2 has like a 9-second delay. So that takes 9 seconds to do that. A free shot burst. So the free shot burst happens from the 1 second for the 4 shots on semi-automatic in 0.5 of a second. 50 of a second, you get all 3 shots off. All 3 shots off in half a second. So this means it's closer to the sniping rifle in the burst damage, and it takes longer for each burst to come out. However, it's still more consistent damage than standard sniping rifle if you were able to stay in scope and then just quick scope people repeatedly. It'd still be faster than that. However, it's again less consistent than the semi-automatic. Now on to the secondaries. The first secondary we're going to be talking about is an important one. Important one because you really have trouble when you're fighting soldiers or any explosive damage, because we have resistance to fire, we have the SMG to counter spies and scouts, or the Razorback to counter spies if you just can't hear them decloak behind you, and then we have the health regen for like a heavy just repeatedly firing at you, so you could get a shot off. However, we have nothing to counter explosive ones, so the obvious one is quite simple. Just give an explosive damage resistance to sniper, and that's really all. Just the Darwin's danger shield, but explosive resistance instead of fire. Wow. It's pretty simple. On to the next one, and this is the interesting one. So, in a lot of shooters, you have pistol secondaries. You know, stuff like the Deagle. Is it Eagle or something? The Glock, basically. So let's give Sniper Glock. I'm fully serious about this. So it's basically a mini ambassador. You do 70 damage on headshot. You do 23 on body shot. You have a slightly slower fire rate. And you have more accuracy, of course, because it's a sniper. And you have a much longer reload time. So it's basically just a shittier revolver. Before you complain, the revolver's pretty good. If you land all the shots, the revolver's good. And kill class is fast, especially the Ambi before the nerf or the Diamondback with free crits. It can do real damage, and it's not to be trifled with. I was playing the Electron J, I was getting kills with it, and I'm like, hey, this would be a nice sniper secondary, so that's the idea. It's like a shittier Electron J that can crit on headshot without the cloak duration. It's just a crappier stock revolver. Like, what else do you want me to say? It's just a Glock. Give Sniper Glock. Because here's the thing. Sure, it would be cool to give Sniper a Tommy gun. Sure, it would be cool to give Sniper a stronger SMG that, for example, reduces movement speed, has longer time to come out, is really shitty in far range, has even higher far range damage fall off, and has like a spread each time it fires. However, here's the thing. That would be broken. That'd be broken. We don't want snipers being able to go full auto on you with an SMG and win the fight. Unless it's like a last ditch effort when there's a scout coming on you. It shouldn't be something like where you ambush the enemy, you can just kill them with an SMG. No. Because that's what would happen if you gave Sniper a Tommy Sloth. No, not a Tommy Sloth, a Tommy gun. A Tommy gun. You don't give Sniper a Tommy gun. That's why I didn't. It would just suck. sucks so much that you wouldn't use it. The SMGs are bad because of how they're designed. Team Fortress 2 is a game of precision. It's a game of precision, so why would you have an imprecise weapon as a secondary? You already see how the Blutsauger is. Let's just not. Just give Sniper a Deagle, Glock, whatever. It would be much more balanced and interesting. This has been Dan Rapix. Come up with cool ideas. Make an idea for yourself and think about why that idea would or would not work. This has been Dan Rapix, and thanks for watching.